The cognitive decline for Donald Trump just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And this is something we've talked a lot about. It's something that the American people are finally starting to pay attention to. I think a lot of us, as I always say, have questioned his cognitive abilities for a long time, generally just questioned his IQ. But now we're at a point where today, for Donald Trump, as he's leaving for Camp David, he's taking questions from reporters, not sounding very well, and then proceeds to trip up the stairs going on to Air Force One. And obviously, the hypocrisy slaps you right in the face. If this was the last president, Joe Biden, Fox News servers would be overheating with nonstop coverage. It would be wall to wall coverage 24/7. The question is, who's actually talking about this? And that's why we're going to talk about it. So before I show you this video of Donald Trump and some of the questions he took, let's back up a little bit. This is Isaiah Martin, who's a member of Gen Z. He's actually running for Congress as well. Love Isaiah. He talks a little bit in this video about Trump's cognitive decline, so I want to play it for you because it's a great video. Really quickly, once again, my name's Chris Mowry. I'm filling in for Adam Mockler on the Adam Mockler channel. If you enjoy this type of content, the link to my YouTube channel will be in the description down below. You guys have shown so much love, and truly, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it so much. On this channel, I say it every time, we're trying to use this channel to uplift Gen Z voices, build something big to punch back against MAGA, and if that's something you want to be a part of, all you have to do is click subscribe down below. I appreciate you so much. Let's listen to Isaiah Martin here about Trump's cognitive decline, and then I'll play you some of the clips from today at the airport because you got to see this guy falling up the stairs. It's bad.
Trump is clearly senile. You want me to show you? Watch this.
You don't talk about the fact that gasoline is down at numbers that nobody believes possible. You know why they're down, by the way? Drill, baby, drill. We're drilling like crazy right now. Gasoline is now below, in many cases, in many states, below $2 a gallon, $1.98, $1.99, $1.97.
When will these Republicans in Congress realize that this guy's not with us anymore? Doesn't know what's going on. Drilling is falling in America. Gas prices, they've been going up. Dollar and something gas, you're delusional. He's either lying, senile, or my personal favorite, both. There is no drill, baby, drill because he screwed up the economy. And his Republican sock puppets are too weak to say anything. So soon, when he sells us out to the Saudis and jobs are lost like never before, I want you to remember that it was him and his brainless policies that did it.
So beautifully said. And again, it aligns with a lot of what we've been hearing from Trump economically over the last few weeks, that, gas is down, the price of eggs is down, that we're getting all these trillions of dollars in investments. And a lot of these statements just aren't true. They're just based in complete fallacy. And even if we see something like gas prices, for example, or barrels of oil on a global market falling in price, a lot of this relates in some ways to Donald Trump's tariffs and the way he's destroyed the economy. Consumers aren't spending nearly as much money. The consumer sentiment report that came out just in the last few weeks, second lowest of all time. Americans feel extremely unconfident about their futures. We see a lot of money flooding to Europe and the European markets, money pulling out of America as this, chaos and we continues and we shift toward authoritarianism. And so I think Isaiah puts it perfectly here. Senile, incompetent, both. Now, let me move quickly to what happened today. Before I show you this video, I want to show you one or two videos of him answering questions because he doesn't sound good. I'm just going to put it like that. Let's listen.
Do you foresee those protests spreading to other cities, Chicago, New York, for example, in the next few days?
Yes, we're going to be watching it very closely. And when they spit at people, they spit. That's their new thing. They spit and worse. You know what they throw at them, right? And when that happens, I have a little statement. They say, they spit, we hit. And I told them, nobody's going to spit on our police officers. Nobody's going to spit on our military, which they do as a common thing. They get up to them this far away and then they start spitting in their face. That happens, they get hit very hard. What are the rules of engagement for federal troops? We'll see what happens. If we think there's a serious insurrection or less than that, we're going to have law and order. Very important.
How would you define an insurrection?
You have to really just have to look at the site. You have to see what's happening. Last night in Los Angeles, we watched it very closely. There was a lot of violence there. There was a lot of violence, and it could have gotten much worse. And you have an incompetent governor. Just take a look at the train stations that he's building. Like 20 times over budget. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. So I did call him the other night. I said, look, you got to take care of this. Otherwise, I'm sending in the troops.
He sounds terrible. Like, just full honesty here, he sounds awful. And again, we go back to a story that Adam and I have both reported on multiple times, the fact that the White House is no longer providing transcripts to the media after Donald Trump speaks. For decades, for literally forever, the White House will provide transcripts to the media, to the public, after the president speaks. And for the first time ever, Trump just stopped doing that. In fact, they took all of his previous transcripts on the White House website and just erased them. The only one left is from Inauguration Day. And now they just say all they provide is audio and video. JD Vance still provides transcripts. Donald Trump does not. Now, one of those reasons is because when you're actively admitting to committing crimes, you don't want to just have that, somewhere in text on whitehouse.gov, because I assume justice will come to Donald Trump eventually when he's out of office for the crimes that he has committed, that we've obviously seen, the blatant corruption. But also, think about what you just heard. How do you define an insurrection, referring to what's going on in Los Angeles? And he says, well, you just have to look at it and see. It's like if you were reading this on paper, or talking about Gavin Newsom being incompetent, if you were reading this on paper, it looks on paper so much more ridiculous than it sounds. And that's saying something, because it sounds ridiculous when he's just like, did you see the train station he's building? It's no one's seen anything like it. It's like, what the hell are you talking about right now? It's like talking to a toddler. It's like talking to a toddler, truly. Okay. And I loop back here to Donald Trump falling up the stairs after he took those questions. Let's take a look. Solid stuff there. I'm going to replay it one more time. Again, if this was Joe Biden, we would be hearing about it 24/7. And I hate to do whataboutisms, but the hypocrisy here just slaps you in the face. It hits you so hard. It's like, again, these are individuals. Here's the other angle. These are the same individuals. It was plastered wall to wall to wall to wall for Joe Biden. And I remind you, too, Joe Biden broke his foot on the 2020 campaign trail, kept campaigning, didn't really heal properly, ended up with arthritis in his feet, I believe. Arthritis, I think he ended up with neuropathy, in his feet. And so it was very painful for him to walk. And so when we saw Joe Biden, shuffle, for example, or trip, there's some validity behind the fact that he's actually experiencing pain in his feet, that he broke his foot on the 2020 campaign trail. Again, the same people who just said, look at this guy, Joe Biden, who I think was a fantastic president, all of a sudden Donald Trump gets to do it, and I've heard nothing. Nothing. And it's like, do these people believe in anything? I think that's my biggest point of contention. Why I'm the most angry is because these people believe in nothing. As Isaiah Martin so beautifully said, Republicans are his sock puppets. They don't have a single principle that they believe in. It's all just about this guy. What a crazy day. What a crazy day. We'll see how this continues. I'll play this for you one more time. Again, wild. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit like and subscribe down below. Again, my name's Chris Mowery. I'm filling in for Adam Mockler on the Adam Mockler channel. We're trying to build something big here, and all you have to do to join this growing community is click subscribe down below. Once again, the link to my YouTube channel will be in the description down below. I've been trying to post more twice a day, and you guys have been showing so much love and support. It's insane. I appreciate you so much. I hope you have a great start to your week. Keep fighting. Get out there. We're going to do well in the midterms. We got this. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.